guys, it is Sonia. How are you, my friends? How are you, my friends? I want to pop on live and give you guys an update because I haven't had a chance. While I've been vlogging every single day, I haven't had a chance to upload my video in the evenings. As you guys know, if you're new around these parts, we just got a new house, moving from the old house to the new house. At the same time, we're also moving out of what was the apartment on top of our storefront. Hey Daphne, how are ya? So it's been really hectic because, as you know, today is the last day of the month. Hello, hey, back at ya. Hello. So today is the last day, but you know me. If you follow me for a while, I tell you guys all the time, I am a strategic procrastinator. There is nothing like that little oomph of, I don't know, adrenaline that you get at the very end, knowing that, like, come midnight tonight, I have to be out of this place. That's what I paid my rent for. So it will happen. It will happen. And so today we are here working like busy beavers. Hey, oh my gosh, hey, Anna Banana. Oh, I miss y'all already. My sister's on here. Hey, Sadie. Oh, thanks for letting me know, girl. So I am working here. Does it sound like echo, echo? It's because it's coming together. It's coming together bit by bit. Anybody like who's gone through the cleaning process, when you first start, you start like sorting and you're like, oh, this goes over here, this goes within this box, this right here goes in the garbage, I might donate that. And then by the end of it, as it gets closer to your deadline, you just go, throw it all in the box. Just throw it all in the box. It's good. Then it just becomes trash or good, right? And so then it's like, just throw it in the box. I'll deal with it when I get to the other side, right? So I've kind of crossed over that boundary at this point. I'm throwing it all in the box. And as I clean up my studio, and I've been working on this for like weeks and weeks, okay guys? And I'm just thankful now of all the stuff that I did before. Hey, Mary Ellen. I'm just thankful that I actually took the time before, because otherwise the situation could have been a whole lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get used to the YouTube things. I know. It's so fun over here, Tanya. I'm glad you joined us, though. I love Facebook and I love YouTube for different reasons. But I love it. I love video, so it just makes sense to be over here. So I'm doing my daily diary vlog update. If you guys have been following my vlog here, living the creative life, well, haven't had a whole time to get creative these days, other than like trying to decorate my new house. That's why my sister just left and went back. I'm missing her. What's that? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Thank you, Kate. Kate, my right-hand girl, is letting me know that we just received a ginormous paint load. And so for all of you guys that have been waiting for, like, raising the bar, hey, this is your heads up. That color is now back in stock, as well as a couple other colors, right? You like it because you can watch it on TV? Yeah, that's fun. That is fun. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Tracy. That's like me. YouTube is my thing. Usually in the evenings, like when I'm done my day, I like my munchies and my YouTube time. I like to catch up on what other people are doing. I think it's amazing because we live busy lives, and if you can find vloggers that just share their life, it's like, you know, you feel like you have friends, right? You just feel like you can follow along with your friends and see what they're doing, right? Hello, Karen, how are you? So I'm sorting through all this. This has been going on for weeks, okay? But you don't realize how much you have until you move. Even if you think that you're like, you get down to the point where you're ready to move, you go, what do I do with all this stuff, right? So I feel like starting over my new house, this is like my voice to myself tell me, Sonia, like, let's keep it minimal, okay? Because anybody else out there, thank you, Sharon, anybody else out there like that buys a purse, and then next thing you know, you upgrade to the next size, and then you upgrade to the next size, and you feel like you can't live without the things that you have in your purse. So therefore, in my mind, I'm going, okay, I got a bigger house. This does not mean, Sonia, that you get more things, right? So I gotta like keep myself. But it's amazing how we do that, right? Tanya, I can never move because I have too much stuff. Yes, I know, right? It's hard. I'll get through this. I'll get through this. Come this weekend, I'll just feel like I'm in a whole better place. And I'll feel like my regular life right now that has been interrupted by all the moving, right? A lot of moving. And so in the last couple days alone, I've probably driven like home after we did a drop off of stuff in the evening. I had one foot that like really was swollen, my ankle. I had no ankle, and I'm like, what is that? That never happens to me. And so I'm like, okay, that's just a sign from my body telling me that you gotta slow down. So last night, and I never go to bed early. You guys know that I'm a night owl. But I was like, I'm gonna put my foot up and I'm just gonna relax and elevate my feet and just kind of like lay kind of like this, but like this, you know what I'm saying? I went to sleep last night and I slept all evening. I never sleep. I'm not a nap person. I don't know. There's something about naps. I'm like, I can't. I feel like I have to be efficient. But I got to the point where I was like, got to do it. So I put myself down and I woke up 8 o'clock this morning and then did the drive back here today, right? So we're down to the last, not even 24 hours, half day. But at this point, I'm still looking at stuff going, what am I going to do with all this stuff, right? It's like, it comes out of everywhere. So I'm going to put a bunch over to the thrift store behind me. But like a lot of these projects, I'll share with you guys because you guys you might even remember. Like, look at all this stuff, right? Let's see, touch on the floor with me right here. I should not be sitting on my feet. I'm going to like sit a different way right now because like I told you, we got to do that. Hey, Michelle, do you see all this stuff? Like, it just goes on and on. Like, there is so much stuff that, like, who remembers when we did this one? These are all things that I did in my studio and I showed you guys, for example, how to get different looks and how to stencil. This was cute though. Save the drama for you. Llama, llama, love. I think it was Susan Marie sent me that stencil and I love it so much. So anyway, all this stuff. This was a fun one that we did together. I think I did this one into my business coaching group. Every Friday we let the paint fly and do something fun. And this was like what I call like intuitive painting. So believe it or not, there's all kinds of positive messages. Oh my gosh, I bet you have learned how to purge through all the military moves. Well, being married to a Marine, I will tell you, I have never met a person that can pack better than him. Like, I have no idea. If he packs something, it goes, like, you can fit a whole lot more in than if I pack it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, he's got skills. He's got skills. Oh, here it is. So it says dream on it right here. Okay, so this was a fun one, right? Yeah, all this stuff that we did. Oh my gosh. Do you remember this one? This one was Sweet Sunset, and we like really just, this is what it kind of looked like before. I showed you guys how to like age and things like that. It's almost done at this point. My bedroom's almost done. We're getting there. I think I just want to put in like maybe a couple more pieces, and that's it. And then I'm going to work on my rec room as well this weekend, so all that will be coming up in the vlog. I got plans, I got ideas, and they're multiplying. There you go! It's still Christmas here at my studio. This one here was one of my favorites. I actually, you'll see, if you want to see me do this board, that was on the vlog I shared with you guys probably like 2 weeks ago. Here's how I ended up using it. I showed you guys how to do this technique where a lot of times you see it on furniture. I did it on this piece of board, and then I, of course, did the vinyl with braid, put a feather onto it, and that's how I made use of that. So sometimes when you see me do paint techniques, just know that it doesn't have to be for furniture. It can be for like, you know, just fun stuff that you do for yourself, right? Signs and things like that. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. When I look at all this stuff, I just think to myself, like, you know, this is like where time has been and all the stuff that we've done. Who remembers we did this? How to do like drippy pottery inspired stuff with your paint. Oh, it does. And for me, because a lot of times, well, what I do is I purge and I'll bring it over to the thrift store next door. My store is mainly devoted to like the paint supplies and all the stuff that you need, and then because I don't have a whole lot of space, right? And then up here in my studio, we just do fun techniques together and things like that. Then I like take a bunch of it and I'll bring it to the thrift store, and a lot of the stuff just sits around here, right? And now you think you brought it all over, and now I'm like, my goodness, like I've got so much stuff here that just needs to be brought over. So I'm gonna do that today. Well, ain't this a lovely bunch of coconuts? Matt's been collecting coconuts when he's out thrifting with me. I'm looking at furniture, and he's looking at like pirate coconuts and stuff like that, right? Daphne's obsessed with Chippy Hippie Juice and Junk Monkey Milk Bean. About to order some tonight. Oh, that's fun stuff. That is fun stuff. I'm going to tell you right now. That's like happiness. I can't wait to get my studio up and running so that I can like really get back to painting again. Chris Moose. Who remembers Chris Moose? Do you guys hear all the noise outside right now? Holy moly. Everybody's out. I guess it is Friday. It is Friday, right? Everybody's out on their motorcycles and stuff like that. This is a pretty little bling bling owl that we did together with some glitter. Matt loves it when I work with glitter. You know what I'm saying. So anyway, it just keeps going. So I'm basically packing all that stuff up. Oh my gosh, there's a closet in there. I had Kate helping me out. She was doing the finger paint test today for me, guys, because I have a lot of paint, right? You guys know that. And I'm coming up with the joint here, give me a second. And so I'm like, okay, Kate, go through all my paint stash, and if there's anything that's dried up at this point, like that's beyond use, I'm not gonna take it with me to my new studio, right? So she told me before I came on live that she's been doing the paint test, where she opens the can lid, sticks her finger inside, and just sees, okay, is it past the point of adding some water so we can get this going? Because at any given time, I tell you guys all the time that I keep the paints that, like, in transport, something happens, because it is what it is, right? That sometimes, I don't know, a lid pops off or a label gets torn in transport. I don't send that stuff out to you guys. I keep that for my stash. So sometimes I might have a ton of colors of one color, but by the time I get to the one that was like, you know, was a defect, you know, because I'm quite okay with keeping that for myself. It may have dried up or whatever reason, right? So it's really funny. It's, yeah. So anyway, she was doing the finger test, and yeah, look at all this stuff. Oh my gosh. And then I was looking down here, like this is how long I have some stuff in storage. Oh, by the way, who remembers, this is Candy. And then we did this one together. How fun was that? So she was helping me go through my paint stash, and I kid you not, guys, like this is crazy, but these are paints. These are paints from like what, back in 2014. Who remembers when our paints came in mason jars, like just like this when we first started in my shop? It was called Sonia's Shabby Chic. Look at this! Oh my gosh, this is an old one as well, like from years ago. And honestly, I could still paint with this if I wanted to. This is our buttercream, which we just brought back again. So I swear, it's like a time capsule in here, because when I moved the first time, I put a lot of stuff into the closet, and I never ever got to it. So, but today, I gotta get to all of it. Deborah, you still have some of the jars? Yeah. People message and they're kind of disappointed. They're like, we love the mason jars. And I'm like, we do too, but as we grow and we ship all over, I would rather for you to get your paint like in all one piece, and I don't want to have to worry about, you know, somebody cutting themselves on a jar or anything like that. And you have to remember that when we first started doing our paint business, that it was Sonia's Shabby Chic. I painted furniture for people, right? And as we evolved, then I started making my own paint with Matt and just selling it in my store. And when people asked, oh, would you finish that beautiful piece with what brand? And I'd say, well, it's not a brand, it's paint that we make together that I paint with, and we started sharing it. So when we first started, it was a Jug Monkey Paint Company. We've evolved, right? And so at that time, because I had local friends who I was sharing my stash with versus like all of the US now and Canada, at that time it made sense in mason jars, because I'm a mason jar lover too. But now that, you know, we got friends all over, it just makes more sense, right? You know what I'm saying. So yeah, then there's that. Oh, you got some boxes? Good deal. All right, so at this point, like I am like the box lady. Let's see, Mary Ellen says she was looking at her paint stash and she has all but the colors in but 3, that's it. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Well, you know what, when you need a color, you'll have it. She is like a collector, Thank you, Mary Ellen, for all your support. So we're putting all of the paint in boxes. I've been to Giant Eagle, which is like a local supermarket, looking for boxes. They had no boxes. And of course, because we've been like, and I learned this as well, my local Dollar Tree, which is in the parking lot behind me, they have boxes, and I'm like, can I just have those? But apparently they send them back to headquarters, and I guess to be recycled, and then they get some sort of kickback from that, right? Thank you. So yeah, so I'm like looking for boxes everywhere, going, what box can I steal, can I empty to put more stuff into? So this is my life right now. I am the box lady. Thank goodness for Kate, and I appreciate you doing that, Kate. So we're loading up the van and heading back, and then I've got to finish cleaning the apartment here, and oh, let me see, everything else around here. You know when you move out of a space and there's a tenant coming in tomorrow, so I got to get all my stuff and get the walls washed down, the floors. I'm gonna roll out paint on the floors just to kind of freshen everything up before I leave a space, because I always make sure that I leave it better than I found it. So anyway, we'll be here working late into the evening and getting that all done, and then we can move on to the next chapter of our lives. Lunch ladies save boxes, really? Do you know where I can find some boxes, Diane? You're local. Let me know. Message me if you do. But I kind of need them like over the next few hours because at this point, I'm just chucking it in where I can put it, right? Thank you, Daphne. We'll have a great weekend. Yes, we'll be out of here tonight and continue to sort and do all the stuff that we do. But I can't wait to get back to regularly scheduled programming. But maybe this is fun too, just all the updates, okay? So I hope you're sitting back on your couch eating bonbons while I'm here like a mad woman, all right? Try Wally World, yes. I need to find, yeah, there's one about 15 minutes away. I might have to make the drive, we'll see. Or I start like begging businesses around me, I will take your boxes. All right, well, I'm gonna pop off of here, but I wanted to pop on to let you know that I'm still here. This is what I'm doing, and I'm almost through it. We'll get through it, right? What doesn't kill you just makes you stronger, right, Kate?
Yes.
She's along the ride with me too. All right, guys, you take care. I will see you again tomorrow. I promise. It'll probably be a live as well because I don't really have time. Even though I'm vlogging on my days, there's like a process where you have to edit the videos and you have to turn it into a video and then you have to upload it. And I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that, girl. I'm packing boxes. So I hope you are enjoying my live videos over there. Thank you. I got this. I needed that, Pat. Thank you. You got this. You got this. All right, and you guys have a wonderful day, right? Remember, you can make it.